I can plus I can also give myself all the entitlements I want for my YouTube GitHub. Just like activate preview.
Oh.
Want to watch the NFL stream?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, is it a paid stream?
Just like signing up for like Paramount Plus or whatever.
Oh yeah. So you need to pay for it. Right? Yeah, like supposed to. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone did that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to.
Yeah. Charles was saying like right before he left, his dad asked him to make his like 2 terabytes, and he was like, sure.
Yeah. I think and like they know people are doing it, even though they say you're not supposed to. Like, people will do it.
Yeah.
This is like something just. I mean, this is like people still do hacky shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like there's this like session token enforcement thing that I was conducting this investigation into, like running this green tea tool, the tool I'm working on with live creation. It's blocked by a specific RPC that just like seems to fail when you try to run it. So like when you run the tool, like it just fails on this specific This is not like a screenshot, but one specific RPC called multi-get tokens. It just caused it to fail, and so people were digging around like why like people in the live creation team were like. I contacted them. They started digging around into it on GVC with me, going video chat with me.
Yeah.
They're just like, "Where is this being called? Are we using it? Are we using it? Do we know? I don't know." I like, okay, find where it's called. All right, just set it to false. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Just set it to false, and then it works.
Yeah, all test fast, sweet.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even have any unit tests around it. It's just now the tool works.
Yeah.
And so it's just like. Yeah, people also don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what does this thing even do? And these are like staff engineers.
Yeah.
They're like, why are we even calling this?
Yeah.
We're like, well, we know where the code where it's calling it is, but we don't know what it does. It doesn't seem to affect anything. Turn it off.
Yeah. I mean, micro details a lot of times like no one even knows what the fuck is doing.
What? Why is it quitting?
Oh, are you recording your clicks right now? Or like your actions?
Well, I mean, this is a recording, but this is on auto push environment, so it's not like.
Oh no! I mean, like, are you like? Is the stuff you're doing here getting?
Oh yeah. So basically, this binary fires up, and then what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to capture the RPC data.
Yeah, I see.
So once it fires up, then I can start capturing RPC.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I want to go here. What do I want to do? So I'm going to try to test a specific RPC called find broadcast. Stream setting. Sometimes that doesn't work for some reason. I don't know why.
No one knows.
I don't know why. So now it works. And then what is it? Sometimes it does that. Sometimes it stops working. I don't know why. But I probably should. I don't know. I don't think I need to know this. This is just these are the specific RPCs of these teams, and like I could dig more into it, but
it's their problem.
Sure, yeah. Okay, so now I'm done. So now basically what happens is, what this is what this tool, logging tool. What this tool is doing is, since there's no local dev environment for YouTube, what it's doing is it is redirecting traffic to a locally running like node.
Yeah.
And once it redirects this locally running node, this locally running node is going to try to make RPCs to all like other services it depends on, but they're going to fail because you're making like local calls.
Yeah.
And so right now, what you do is you reproduce the CUJ that you're interested in, and it downloads all the calls that it made previously, the previous production calls.
Yeah.
And then it spins it up as like a fake service. So it creates like it gets really like shady in terms of like
what the fuck is
privacy working group stuff.
Is this a full instance of Linux running?
Yeah.
It's remote desktop.
It's remote desktop. It gets pretty shady pretty quickly in terms of like the privacy working group. So we're afraid that this tool will get like nixed maybe in a few years or so. But it's a local dev environment.
Yeah.
But it's also basically production.
Yeah.
Because we're downloading production data to spin up this service.
Yeah.
I mean, it's auto push, so it's not like quite production.
Yeah.
But it is, right? It is. So it's like this is this is like one of those like kind of, I guess, brilliant little ideas that is also very borderline.
Yeah.
That makes you a god at YouTube.
Yeah.
Like someone came up with this idea, right? There's like this probably is like kind of borderline, but like here now we have a local dev environment. We made it work. Like now everyone can finally develop code with the local dev environment. Before it was people were pushing to production.
Yeah.
Like they're pushing all their changes to production with the experiment flag and
like
turning it on.
And like something like best case, the security team will probably say something like, you need to do a better job like sanitizing the data.
Yeah. So the
worst case, it'll be like, fuck this.
There's two attempts. There's two separate teams working on two different tools. This tool, like the Screen T tool, is the one that currently is working quite well right now.
Yeah.
The other team right now is trying to use machine learning to generate all this user data.
Oh, that seems
super hard.
Yeah,
super hard.
That sounds like it won't work very well.
But it will also be the more sustainable solution in the long run.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Because like there's no privacy kind of
Yeah.
issues. Right now, I think it takes to fire up that tool. It takes 35 minutes to fire up.
Yeah.
Just by itself.
Yeah.
So like to run your local dev environment.
Yeah.
I think it's like 35 minutes to an hour just to fire it up.
Mm-hmm.
If your computer goes down or something goes down, like this is like 5 minutes. So significantly better for like user experience. Also significantly more shady.
Yeah. Wait, but does this mean when your local environment spins up, you can only do the actions that you recorded?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Again, like I think local environments are just a lot harder to use with something of this scale.
Yeah. No, I mean, I definitely still see it's valuable. I'm just like trying to understand how it works.
You have to reproduce your thing. There's also a tool that I built that I think it's pretty cool. But I didn't build it. I like worked on it a lot.
Wait, so every time you need to test a new thing, you need to like re-record.
Well, I have an automatic CUJ reproduction.
I see.
That I wrote.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
This is a guide to like how you set it up. That I think this is kind of stuff that I've been working on.
Yeah.
Just like building out guides and like refining features that are already existing.
Yeah. So is it just like logging the background?
So you basically you make your RPC call like programmatically, and then how you make the RPC like how you make the RPC is like you hit a specific service that YouTube has.
I thought Stubby was deprecated.
It is, but everything's either deprecated or in development. Yeah. So now we know it's up and firing. So like these are the RPCs that like are still being called.
Yeah.
So like you can see the RPCs that are being logged while you are testing. So these get broadcast out as things are calling from my live stream being that is still running. And right now I'm testing to see if annoying. I don't know why it does that. It just locks. Probably just means I don't even understand what the stream key is. And the stream key. And you see like the test key wasn't named the right. It used to be test because this is replaying data.
Yeah.
And so this ingestions work. This is the thing that like and so update ingestion worked too.
Yeah.
And so now I know that this thing is working. And this is on a workspace that what workspace am I on?
You upload RPC recordings.
RPC recordings.
Like is it possible to like let's say you have like one tab with the source of the recording and one tab that's like replaying it for your local dev environment, right?
One tab that's
this one is like what generates or like what gets the prod data, right?
No, I have two tabs open. This one I'm just having a live stream running because I needed a live stream running to generate the RPC that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
So like, everything's doing in this tab.
Yeah. Can you go back to the other tab and like generate more stuff, and then have it be able to be replayed with starting?
It actually downloads all of it.
Okay.
So like everything that's running, it will download all of it.
Like live, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I don't care about this stuff.
Yeah.
Like I could just reproduce the entire work, every single RPC in one single session for the entire service I'm interested in.
Yeah.
But like I don't need to do that.
That's nice.
This logging tool, like this, every time it says this label, all Bach demo servers, I know it's coming from Green Tea.
Yeah, I see.
And otherwise, these are actual production calls or auto push calls. And so the one I was interested in, it should have logged in here, so I'm trying to find it. Probably because it was different. Yeah, it's because it's API extended service. Yeah, here it is. This is the one I want. And so now I can update my documents to show that these worked appropriately with that little session token that's commented out. Because before, what would happen is I would try to change it, and then once I would try to update, the entire thing would the UI would crash.
Yeah.
Because it needs to make another RPC call. It's called get broadcast to fetch the newest stream data. But after I've commented out this thing, this time changes to false from true. So now every time someone has to make this specific test, I'm going to tell them to come here to this specific file, change this to false, and then run green tea, which is super hacky. But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. And instructions for testing. So probably just put it before.
Is there any latency for your little Linux virtual desktop?
What do you mean by that?
Like, it seemed pretty fast. Like,
yes, it's pretty powerful.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how it's so fast. Because normally when you use remote desktop, it's you can't type that fast, right?
Right. Yeah. So what this is a virtual machine that is fully specced out. I haven't fucked with it in a while, but I'll show you the specs for it.
Yeah.
It's actually insane how powerful the Cloud Top is.
Like I'm just wondering how the connection seems so good. Like it.
I know Google, man.
No. That's why I'm curious. Like I didn't even realize it was I didn't even consider the fact that it was like virtual desktop before until I saw the thing on the bottom. I was like, holy crap!
Right. How do I look at the power of this thing? Is it this one? Okay, 96 cores, 180 gigs of RAM, 4,000 GB disk.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Pretty powerful. Yeah. And it's all virtual. I can request as many of these as I want. Yeah. Which is I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. Have you used Docker before?
It sounds familiar. Probably my old job.
Yeah, because instead of having these insanely powerful virtual machines, we have essentially virtual machines on our laptops, which really sucks because the more complex our services get, the more our computers start to overheat.
Should I test the rest of them? I should test the rest of them. I can. I'm gonna just try to power through this before. If we're just waiting to get hungry, anyways.
Interesting to watch.
Yeah. So I'm not very comfortable with I think a lot of the different Google tools either. So I think there's things that I think will naturally come as I work longer. Just the auto formatting for this for Cider is a little finicky. So for writing docs, it slows me down a little bit. But it's not a huge deal breaker, I don't think, anyways. And everything about Google is artifacts.
So that generates turns your markdown into a Google Doc?
Yeah, this is a G3 doc.
Man, fuck. I wish I could write Google Docs as a markdown.
Right. Yeah. I think
why can't regular users do that? That'd be so much nicer.
I don't know. We made everything internal. Everything is just internal development, which is actually kind of rough, versus AWS, where I think all developers use AWS and it ships to customers. Versus for Google, they have G Cloud or Google Cloud stuff, and then they have all these super powerful internal tools that they never intend to see the outside world.
Yeah, that's what everyone complains about for GCP, right? They don't download.
Yeah, right. And they theoretically for AWS, every engineer is using it, and they see all the pain points. They're this sucks. We got to fix it. For Google, it's just the cloud team. Versus everyone else is oh man, Cider sucks. We got to fix Cider, but no one else cares outside. But it does mean all these internal tools are very fun.
Very nice.
They're very nice.
Yeah,
and they're dedicated just for Google users, or Google engineers. So Is this good enough if I just add this?
I like how there's no explanation, just a command.
Where?
Like for that item.
This one?
Yeah. It doesn't say why you need to disable it.
I explained the integration in this investigation doc.
Okay.
Though. Like all the I need to clean this up more. But I think everything in Google is just like get as many artifacts out as possible.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm good at. I'm good at like just barfing out shit. I think a lot of people like work in their head.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I tend to like lose a few pieces. So I just like I naturally like barf it out onto paper while I'm working.
Yeah.
And
Persona emphasizes that as well.
Yeah. I think most big companies do. So like, especially like if you like, I don't know, just go for vacation on a week and you forget what you're doing.
Does Google have a good solution for like keeping track of old artifacts? Because
no.
Yeah.
they don't become used. Like people just stop updating them.
Oh yeah, but like I think that's fine. But like, can you find them?
Yeah, search through the internal search system, I guess.
Yeah, because I think like one of the biggest problems with like writing this kind of stuff is like,
how do you get people to see it?
Or it's like if let's say 6 months down the line, like someone did something about like I need to disable some token, and like I know there's a doc on it, but like how the heck do you find it?
I think generally just having like good like parent websites. Like if whatever project it should be associated with, like having it nested somewhere where like where you find it.
Yeah,
like, all the green tea information, like as soon as you type in like go. It's just like everything is here. I know everything is here. Even if I get lost, I'll find it eventually.
Yeah.
And the design docs, like people don't tend to link the design docs to these things, but like I guess like for specific teams, they have their own pages of all the different designs and everything.
I think one gap that we have at Persona is that we have design docs and we have like engineering docs, but we don't have this kind of like overview and intro and FAQ.
Yeah,
and like rationale, like high level explanation of like why the thing exists.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'll get there, right? Like eventually.
I hope.
Like I think whoever wants it most, I guess if you want like I think like if you love shit like this, you just keep pushing it. Eventually, it gets there. You just have to